Looking forward to another great night of racing tonight. I want to take this opportunity to thank our great sponsors on the series and helping us with the passing point as well. Jack Dilly Logging, Echo Power Equipment, Here to Wire Electrical Contractors, Dan Kent Metals, Larry Fraser, Mark Houston at Sharp Racing Engines, we were just talking about it. Jeremy Warner at Race Print and the Little Creek Casino. And as always, we let you guys acknowledge some of the sponsors on your cars. Jamie, who's helping you out with the 7 and Roger Henderson this year?
All Point Petroleum, Highland Brake and Muffler, Redline Oil, Doyle's Harley Davidson, and I'm not sure else.
That's most of it. It's kind of neat though. You got a car owner that used to be in California and now lives in Oregon, with a sponsor from Victoria, BC, and now a driver from Everett, Washington, covering the whole West Coast, huh?
It's kind of spread out.
And it's got the same thing with you, living in the, now hold on. Hey,
Burlington, I live in Burlington,
Mount Vernon.
I was born in Burlington.
So where did Mount Vernon come from? Johnny Gibson was always calling you from Mount Vernon.
Yeah, well.
You've been known to hang in Cedar Woolley.
Yeah.
Is it all kind of the same around there anyway?
No.
I guess I shouldn't say that when it comes, especially when if you're talking high school football, huh?
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to say that to the Burlington.
Yeah, wrestling, Cedar Woolley's really good at wrestling.
Yeah, but I know that Burlington Mount Vernon high school football is pretty fierce, huh?
Yeah, it is.
Anyway, as we were saying, you're from that area of Northwest Washington. Your car owner, Richard and Lana, where are they? They were hanging here somewhere.
I thought he was going to talk.
He's hiding. He's over behind us.
Anyway, White Court, Alberta, which is a couple of hours from there. There he is over
Jack
there.
Roush hat. I made him wear that because it's our lucky hat.
Anyway, what's that like when he's way up there, you're way down in Washington? How do you make it work?
We just do.
How? Come on, I got a little more now. I got to think of my next question while you give me the answer here, buddy.
It just depends where the race. Just depends where the race is. I'll meet him or.
Now I know a couple of years ago when you were racing for him, you kept the truck and trailer basically down in Washington, and he would just travel back and forth in his family vehicle. This year you're doing it differently, right? What, does he not trust you with all the expensive stuff anymore, or what?
No.
Richard? Huh?
No. It's easier for you, so then I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, even though most of the races are down this way?
Yeah.
And again, I'm putting you on the spot here, bud.
Yeah, well, it's just working out that way, so it's good.
And can you remember, Richard, of course, all the sponsors from up in the northern Alberta area? You remember most of them?
Just say Edmonton, Alberta.
I know it's the big one, right?
Yeah, NPB pipeline.
Scott Safety. Double B Logging. Ken Tech Forestry. Frenchie? Who we got watching back home in Alberta, Frenchie? Who's watching you there? Rolly? Track manager up in Edmonton. Getting ready for the Gold Cup this weekend. Next weekend, I should say. Again, Jamie won it once up there, and Jason's won it twice.
I didn't even know I won it twice.
You didn't, huh?
No.
That's why I do what I do, and that's why you do what you do.
Hopefully 3 times.
Yeah, and again, we've talked about this busy month of
Barnes
July.
isn't going though, so.
No, he's not. But this busy month of July, you're going to race probably 13 times this month with all of the travel. You ready for it?
It's good because I've only raced like, let's see,
5 times.
6 or 7 times.
This year, and that's rare for you to be this
really
far
rare.
into the calendar year. And Jamie, how about yourself? How many you got? 10 or 15?
Maybe.
I doubt that. Maybe
We're getting old. We can't race
7 or 8, maybe.
Take a weekend
Oh yeah,
off.
maybe 10. 10 races.
Plus Barnes has kids now, so.
And you've got one. We've got a girl with a little boy on the way, huh? And now, this is going to be due in August, right? So you're talking, what's your birthday, August 15th?
14th.
14th. Mine's the 17th. You think it could happen? What do you think? What's the projected date?
22nd, 25th.
Me and my daughter have the same birthday, so we're both born August 14th, so it's possible.
Jamie, talk about the difference, you get married, now soon to be 2 kids. How's it changed your life and the way you look at racing? Or has it?
Not really. Just want to go racing still.
It's changed your life, obviously, but racing, you're still trying to keep it the same perspective?
Try to do as much as you can. I mean, there's days I'd rather just walk past it when you're having a bad weekend, you have the little one, and it makes your day.
Guys, as we said, 32 34 years old. I remember when you guys were the young guns, Jason winning all those sportsman sprint features up in Skadden on the way to the championship. And Jayme, I remember you racing against Roger up the road here in Eugene. You were 16, he was 14. Now you're in your 30s and you see guys like, well, Trey Starks, 14 years old, and all the other teenage kids coming into this business. What's that like? Does it make you feel old or what?
Yeah, it makes me feel old.
How do you think that feels?
Well,
I got another 10 years. But what's it like racing against them? Do you worry maybe some of them are young and inexperienced and they might be a little erratic?
I think most of the new guys have had, or they've raced many sprints.
Yeah,
go
they
karts.
years of experience before
Yeah,
they start.
so they obviously they know what they got to do, and so I think they've all been good.
Yeah, it's a lot different than it used to be. And Jayme, when you used to watch your dad race and the rookies were 19 and 20 years old, and there weren't many sprints back then
No,
to get experience in.
they just jumped in and went.
Yeah, a lot of people, the first time they started racing was in a sprint car.
Yeah.
So,
And Jayme, mentioned, of course, your dad, Jay, and your grandfather, Barney. You're a third-generation driver. Do you remember much watching them race when you were growing up? Did you get a chance to watch your grandfather at all, or not quite?
Never seen Grandpa at all.
No.
Just
And,
run the grader around there and water the place and take care of it.
and what about Dad?
We'd run about a week, maybe two if we were lucky, and then we were spending a few fixing it.
So, you don't drive Dad's car anymore, but he's still around a lot. Does he give you much advice or what?
Yeah,
If he does, do you listen?
No,
he's a
really.
good fisherman.
Yeah, he's a good fisherman. We just plug one ear and let it go out and just
He's,
let him make him feel wanted and he's
you know,
enjoying it.
there's a lot of characters in this sport. The three of us here know that. A lot of these people know that. Your dad might be right at the top of the list of all-time characters. Jason, would I say, what do you think?
Well, it is the 4th of July, so you know what happens with the Barnes is the 4th of
Anything
July.
could happen tonight.
Anything could happen, especially if you hear something loud, really loud.
I think he's the only guy roaming around the pit area right now with his shirt off.
Okay.
We've tried to lock him up and get him to put it back on.
He's a character, though, isn't he?
The last
He can be fun, but we want to send him home sometime.
the last time I seen Jamie's grandpa, we were racing here for the weekend, and he was driving for his dad, and me and Mel and a few other people were outside after the bar closed, and we were trying to get Jamie's wing off of his car to throw it in the pool. And we started doing the bolts, and his grandpa comes running out. Get out of here, yelling! So that's the last time we seen him.
Yeah, he was about 350 pounds just flying out of the van.
Get out!
Yeah.
So we didn't get the wing.
We mentioned Richard, we mentioned a lot of your car owners, we mentioned Muffin. I guess you just mentioned Mel, there he is over there, old crazy Mel. Speaking of characters, huh?
Yeah.
You guys have been working together on these sprint cars for quite a few years, though, after you got them away from the
Late models.
late models.
Yeah,
Huh?
yeah. It was funny because Mel came over and asked me what a watch link was one day because they were trying to put their sprint car together, him and Rick Smith, and I think what it was, you guys got it off the jack stands and it fell on the floor because they put the stops on the wrong side, so it just fell on the floor. But no, he's been around, Tom. It was his birthday yesterday.
Mel's?
He's really old.
He's old, but he's just as tall as you.
So, guys, what do we expect here tonight? Second day of a two-day show with some hot weather. Track usually gets dry, slick pretty early in the night. Do you think that'll happen? I know it got dry, slick early last night, didn't it? Earlier than usual.
It was like slick and rough, I thought, but
Yeah, chunky. It's chunky stuff. Tonight looks really hard. Looks like it's been, last night's surface still there in a lot of the water.
Probably worked on it all night though.
You know, this morning I looked at it this afternoon. It was
No, I mean while we were racing. He
Oh,
was
yeah.
out
They'll
there doing
keep
stuff
it
to
going.
it.
They'll keep the
And,
people.
Yeah, it was good. I thought it was pretty good.
But traditionally, a second day of a two-day show, things do slick off earlier than the first night, don't they?
Yeah, so I hope they don't get too slick where it's like rubber.
Yeah, rubber's not fun.
Yeah, rubber's not racing.
So,